Welcome to the Classic Car Enthusiast. Just thought I'd do a quick intro on this. We're working on the track car, or the mini track car. The engine and gearbox is being done in the UK with Paul Jeffries. In fact, from my understanding from Paul, the only thing that's left to do is the head. They've actually machined the head and put the porting in for the dry decking. And what they're doing now is making sure that all the valves are in line with each other, so they'll actually clean all where the valve seats are. They'll clean them and make sure that every one of them is exactly the same distance for the valve springs. So that's a job that's being done, and then the head will be ported and everything else ready to go on. And I'm hoping to go to the UK, but I'm not hoping, I am going to the UK in February to pick up the engine, so we'll watch it being dynoed. We'll probably have it pre-dynoed before that to run it in a bit, and then watch it being dynoed, and I'll bring it back. And I have some parts to bring back. For instance, we're buying a Safety Devices 8-point roll cage, but it's quite a heavy bit of kit, so I might as well just buy it when I'm in the UK in February, as I don't need it beforehand anyway. Initially we won't weld it in the car. Initially we'll just put it in, go out for the track days, and then at some point we'll weld it in as we uprate the car. If we're going proper racing, we have to have it welded, but for the track day I don't think it will really be a big issue. Yeah, so basically what we're doing is just trying to get the car set up, so that because the winter's coming now, I want to stay away from the lower garage. It's so cold down there, and you get a lot of dew in the morning. You know, it's very misty because it's in the valley, and try and get everything up here, up to the main garage, so it's a lot easier to work, and it's, you know, nicer environment. Nobody likes working in a cold garage. And just before you watch the video, a quick shout out to Upbuild. That's UP in uppercase, build in lowercase, Upbuild. It's a father and son team that are doing a Mark IV Mini and turning it into a Mark I. And some of the ideas he's used to change the B-pillar over, because obviously the B-pillar is different. It's very clever. I'm looking forward to actually seeing the bit that he does above the door, because the door is much lower on a Mark I than it is on a Mark IV shell, so we'll see what happens. But Upbuild, please go and take a look. The guys are really good, the work's great, the fabrication, and they're working, you know, in a small lockup just like everybody else does, and yeah, really interesting. Go and have a look. Upbuild. So, hope you enjoy the video. Take care. So, this is a awning that Joseph's put on his van, so when we go racing we can sit under it in the sun or have a coffee. I think even probably bring the front of the car under, and it just rolls up on the side. It's clever. He's mounted it to the car, to the van, and as you can see in the back here, there's loads of room. That's his gas bike. So, that looks great, doesn't it? That's perfect, absolutely perfect. It's a really nice fit along there. So get that bit welded up tomorrow. But it's a nice fit. I mean, considering it's yeah, it does look nice. Yeah. A little tight on the bonnet, but I'm sure we can loosen that up a bit. This is the spare front. This is the fiberglass front. So we're going to get this one organised, just so we can use it as a backup if we have an accident. The other one fits far superior. This is the one I got from Alex Hart, and he's taken a bit of the fiberglass off it, which we can restore with aluminium. We'll put some aluminium bits on it. So we'll show you the other one and how quick it changes over. So pop that off. We've got it clamped at the moment, but the other one and then we bring the other one over, and then you can see this carbon fibre one is already set up, so it goes basically straight on. This one fits absolutely perfect. We've even got, I put some self-tappers through here just now, but we're going to actually use Zeus clips on it, but we didn't want to make the holes too big, and this fits absolutely really well, doesn't it? It's as good as a metal bonnet.
This is original.
There we go. So it's a quick job to change. Obviously, in here there's going to be a sponge to stop it rattling, and because it needs to come up a bit, but we won't put that up until it's painted. And this bonnet, you can see it sticking out the front a bit, but what's going to happen is that bonnet is going to sit up slightly like this, maybe not that far, but about like that, which brings this in line again. And the idea will be the air will be allowed to, the hot air will be allowed to get out. And that's how it's done. There we go. That's been welded up now, the back. We're going to stick a bit of primer on that today, haven't we?
Yeah.
All the back's been sorted out. Yeah, and you can see there's the front. We're just using self-tappers at the moment, but we'll put Zeus clips in there. And then what we've done is I've made some aluminium pieces to go in, and they'll be solid in there. They'll be done with nylock nuts and bolts. And then there's a nice big piece of aluminium all the way down in here, which I'll show you at some other time. Don't know, perhaps you can see it. You might be able to see it, can you? No. You can just pull that light down for us a sec, could you? So there you go, guys. If you just put it under the arch, there you go. So you can see it there. So, and there's another one over this side. There you go. So, but they'll be put on with Zeus clips, not them. You can still see the Magnum sticker on that A panel. So the next job we have to do is cut these A panels here. So why we've gone up further, we're going to cut these A panels out for the 7-inch and this. And what we're going to do is, so we keep the rigidity of that, even though that's got to be cut out all the way around, is we'll use a stiffener to go in there and either pot rivet it or bond it in some way, so it gives it that stiffness. But you can see there, well, I can move the car around, but it's not holding the front, so you can see it's strong. So there you go. Okay, so we put these bonnet pins in. Still fit a little bit of work to do fettling this bonnet because it's a bit tight in places. But I'll show you how we put it together. So it's got these sports clips on the front. And you just have to give this a little bit of a juggle because it is a bit tight here at the moment. And then you can take it off and you can see the clips are just put in here. But we're going to have to do something with them, get some little 9-lock nuts for them. So, and in here you can see what we've done is put some aluminium. So I built two aluminium plates for the back and 2 for the front, and then pot riveted here, and then use this nut to hold it all together. But this is slightly bigger angle than this one, but we just kept to the carbon fibre. And what we're going to do tomorrow is I'm going to go down and get some either epoxy resin, whatever, hard as nails, and we'll put it into the joint on the back, so that seals it all up, because the carbon fibre is obviously round and obviously we can only make this aluminium square. So I'll bring the camera in and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. Now, as you can see here, so if this fits perfectly on here, you can see how this comes up in line. See there? So I need to drill a hole there and then one at the back. This side's absolutely fine, but there is sponge to go in the back here and in here. So that's the way it's going to work. So this is the aluminium piece I was talking about, and you can see how they look inside, and they go right around the edge. I'll take you in the back so you can see it. And there's the ones on the top. Obviously these rods are massively long, we don't need them that long. And you can see, hopefully you can see in there, they go around the corner. It should give it a bit more strength. Obviously to get them round, it's not really going to work, but I think that works pretty well. So there we are, and that's the sides in. Again, they're only in with cell tappers at the moment, but there will be Zeus clips in there, and you can see what we're talking about where he was pushing it. See, there's a little gap there. As you push it across, it's only a small amount. It comes in line real nice. So the next job, one of the next jobs we have to do is take out this for the 13x7s, so we can get this patterned off mini spares like I did before with the other two minis, the red and the beige one, and we'll cut this section out because it's too, the arches are too low, and then we'll cut a section out. But as you can see, there's quite a bit of difference there. It's probably only 1/4 of an inch or so. And on that side, it's the same thing. This one's a bit higher, I would say. Looks about 1/2 inch to me. But anyway, so we'll take that piece out, but we won't do the front until we've actually got it on the wheels, and just make sure the back ones we can do down here because of the metal. These can be done anywhere. So that's it. As usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, and please watch in for the next update. Bye for now.